What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be checking out XLM, so if you liked the video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So boy oh boy oh boy, did we get a surprise last night, right? Went to bed last night, we were kind of hovering just above the daily 786 around this 37 36 area. Woke up and I saw we came all the way down to this 34-cent area. Um, as you know on the channel, I don't actually consider um, liquidation events like this invalidations. Like if we come down here and close down through here, if we close down below the September open, then yeah, I would say yeah, this whole pattern is invalidated. But with crypto and the volatility it experiences, everything is still intact, believe it or not, in my opinion, right? But I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. But I think everything is still intact. And relative to other cryptos, XLM actually looks very, very healthy still. I know it's hard to say it still, but we're still in this pennant or bull flag, whatever you want to call it, potato, potato. We're oscillating down. We're still oscillating, right? We couldn't even get to the bottom on a lot of these cryptos. On these other ones, if you're invested in some of the things I cover like DGen, Jasmy, Chainlink. I'm going to have to go rethink structure, pattern, everything like that because a lot of the things were invalidated, right? We were calling for lower prices, but I didn't think. I mean, if I'm being honest, I mentioned a flash crash, but I didn't think we would come down and take out these lows. We still haven't. This low is still solid, but I mean, look how close that is. That is so close. We are sitting on the 1272, right? We do have a three-wave shape, and I'm guessing once we go into it, we're gonna have some kind of because now what you're looking for is a completion of the C wave, right? We're not in any kind of flat, so we're looking for 5 down, right? We're looking for at least 3, and then 5. That's what we're gonna look for in the 4-hour. Okay, so. But overall, we did cross down below the 50. Typically, that is kind of your most violent moves is when you do that. Is when you cross down below the 50. We did so right here, not so much, but all throughout over here. Right, it's kind of it was the start of it right here. I mean, look at this. This is a violent move, right? From here to here, we crossed down below the 50. 18%. Right, that was pretty bad. This one was pretty bad too, with the 50 crossing down below the 1. Is that right? There, what day did it cross? Right here. 20%. Same thing, same concept. So, where is our 50 relative to the 1? I mean, that's still pretty far away. But yeah, so right now we are trying to find a low. In my opinion, I think we're trying to find a low. I think with the FOMC meeting and the news of interest rate cuts, I think a lot of people hopped in longs, and bears just have not been punished. Bears continue to get away with shorting at every line of resistance because we just haven't been able to pass through it. And you'll see on stablecoin dominance, boy oh boy, stablecoin dominance, really, really disappointed. Really disappointed. I woke up and you'll see it. We're not oversold yet. We are crossing down below this 4260. This last time we did cross down below here, we did get a bounce. So we're looking for a higher low for sure. Looking for a higher low. I mean, I could draw something on here now since that's what we're looking for that now. Nope. I mean, this is at least is for this trend line. I'm gonna wait to see if we bounce. I'm not even gonna attempt to draw it right now. Overall, though, let's go look at the on the Fu Manchu. You have a cross on the stochastic. I mean, you have a steep decline. What are we at right now? We're at a 16, right? We're at a 16. So, right, worst case scenario where I mean, according to this, right, your 2618 is at 32 cents. That's where, worst case scenario is. You have your 200-day moving average at 34 cents. But this is a steep wick. Like that's pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? That is actually pretty deep. Did we get something like that before? Yeah, something like this before. Right, we started a reverse. Right, we didn't make a lower low, but we did reach down and just liquidate almost all of this, right? Almost all of this. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for kind of a higher low, right? And get out of here, right? And get out of here. So we're looking for tomorrow to be bullish. I mean, you got to get out of here. You can't linger. We are resting right at that 1272. So let's go into the 4-hour. To the 4-hour chart. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at this thing. This thing just got obliterated. This chart got obliterated. It was just an idea of what, okay, what are we doing? We're kind of channeling in here and then just kind of close down below and boom, gone. So we have been crossing on the 4-hour. Yeah, the 50 is about to cross the 1. Right? I mean, what do we got right now? We got, I don't see 5 waves yet, if I'm being honest. So we're looking for, 335 or even 535, right? Do we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So that's your A wave. Let me draw it on here. It's a little bit easier. I think we're getting ready to drop again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, 5 waves to the downside. Okay, then we got 3 waves up, or do we have 5 up? I'd say 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3. Could be 5. I think it's 3. And then you got right here. You got 1. Right, 2. Where's your third wave? This can't be your third wave. I'm thinking this is your third. 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's what it's shaping up to do right now. It's shaping up for a 5-wave move. I mean, I'm just calling it as I see it. It looks, you cross down below your 200 with your 50. You're below everything. This is the last push to the downside, I believe, right here. This cross on the 4-hour, right? When you cross the 50 below the 100 on the 4-hour, right? We cross that death cross. Usually the death cross is like the end of it. A lot of people say, no, the death cross. It's like, dude, the death cross is typically the end. I mean, look, we death crossed right here. Death crossed right here, and then where do we go down to? Right here. Well, I'll say right here, right here. I mean, from that low, we went down another 0.5%, right? So that death cross, it's whatever. What about the 50 crossing below the 1? Typically, that leads to a pretty significant drop. Yeah, it does. That does. Look at that. That thing just tanked. So we crossed right here. We'll say right here, and this thing went down another 7%. Right, we're 7% from here. Right, we're 7% from here. We'll just say it from here. Another 7%. So at 34 cent, maybe a double bottom-ish. Maybe that 34 cent mark. Where is that going to actually take us? At 34, what was it? 34.1, something like that. So almost taking out the low. Almost taking out the low. I'm going to throw some fibs up here. Wait, did I get... No, I just moved it, right? I just moved these. Yeah, I did. Let's go. I just moved these. So I could put this back on it, right? Let's put this on the 4-hour. And let's put this on the 4-hour, right? Because these are some of the levels we were thinking about going down to. So yeah, so you got that 0.5 and then that 618. I mean, that's a lower low. So I don't know about that. That would be crazy. I can leave it on here, but I'm trying to look for something that keeps our 1-2 in shape. Because so here's the thing: if this structure gets invalidated, then we need a whole nother, 1-2. We need a whole nother 1-2, and then it just pushes everything back weeks, days, weeks, months. I mean, I don't know, right? Time is impossible, but the general idea is. Okay, this is definitely dead. That thing is dead. This thing is pretty much dead, right? So general idea is that the longer when you get invalidated, it just pushes everything back, indefinitely. And so for right now, right, that weekly 5 is at that, I actually do like that at the 352 level, right? That weekly 5 is right at that 886. what have we been, I kind of want to see actually from a standpoint of, okay, I'm going to move this back because I need more clarity down through here. I'm going to have to change the gatekeeper because that's going to change. Everything's going to change now because of what happened, right? We did get rejected. We couldn't stay above it, and then we just kind of collapsed. So if we do have a 1, 2, 3, right? If we have a 1, 2, 3, let's go like something like this. Where have we gone down to? We've already, I mean, we went down almost all the way to the 3 of this, you know, high to the A. Let's pull it down just a little bit more. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty steep. That is a steep correction. That's why you're so oversold. That's why XLM is so oversold. And so now, I mean, this is just right. I mean, if we come up through here to here, where are we right now? We're at that 618. That'd be a good start. I mean, trying to close above this 367, but I mean, unless it's a crazy V shape that we're about to get out of here at, it looks like this is your, like I was talking about, like your fourth wave move up. And so I'm trying to get an idea of where we could possibly go down to, you know, moving forward. So, all right, just overall down through here. I mean, based on that, that's taken us down way down to that 31.3 cent mark. That's taken out all of these lows, right? That's taken out all these lows. This is going to be even further. But if I go from, you know, your A, B, C, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where, in order for us to think that we're done, that we're gonna, you know, that we found some kind of support for now, we do need to get above this 37.5 level. If we get above the 37.5 level, then we're looking at a, then this count turns into a 335. That's what it turns into. It turns into a 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, right? Or 333. Sorry, that's what it turns into. If we can close above 375, you know, if you know, and if we're not closing above that 375 level, right, we're looking down to, you know, I mean, it looks like it wants to take out. You don't set this low. If we come back down, right? If we come back down, we're taking out this low. So it's going to be lower than that. It's going to be lower than 344,309. It is, and I think we'll take out this low then. So that's an area to keep an eye out on. It's this 375 level, 375. Depending on where we get from here, we have from this, you know, high to low, just from this area, right? We're kind of, I mean, do I want to be more conservative? I think I'd rather be more conservative just based on what's going on. I'd rather be more conservative, right? Rather be more conservative. So this is it right here, and then the overall movement is going to be this 382, right? This 382 of the overall movement now. Of the overall movement now is going to be right here, your gatekeeper. 387. So those are two up levels. This 38 cent mark is pretty important. Definitely need to get above that. We're at this 37. There's just so many scenarios right now that could play out. I mean, before we get started for anything, right, we definitely need to close above this daily 786 because we use it as support. So we have, you know, we have 3 levels to try to get above, but you know, we close above this, close above it, then we're looking good. But this right here makes me believe that we're going lower. That 50 right over the 1, you never cross those two and then it's over. You know, the correction is done. It never happens. So just expect some lower prices. I want to see this. This looks this looks promising, right? I mean, you did not want to stay in the oversold zone. You do have a green dot. How oversold are we? How oversold did we actually get? I do want to see that. Horizontal line. We got more oversold in June, and we had a rally. Did we get more oversold in April? Yep, got more oversold in April. But here's the thing when we did get oversold in these areas, this one you came back down a little bit, but right, this V shape, I'm just looking at this shape, this V shape, right? V shape right there, right? And you need a V shape here. If not, then you're just asking to be sent lower. V shape, right? V shape. What are we doing right now? V shape. So when does this candle close? This candle probably closes in like what, 30 minutes, 28 minutes. So we'll definitely have an answer. So this is the final thought, right? This is my final thought from the high to the low. We have the gatekeeper is just 382. All right, I will say that this daily 786 is almost a must, right? It's that 618 level. If you don't want to see lower prices, right? If you don't want to see lower prices, we can't stay below this area. But here's the thing: if we just go from this area to this area, right? We are looking at the 382. Just of this movement right here, this three-wave move right here. Let me move this up just slightly. Yeah, so we have those two areas marked. These two areas, these areas right here are just key. Now for us to think higher prices, now we have to get above 387, 382. And then the first step is this 367, 370. Okay, so we have some levels that we need to get above. If not, if we think lower, right? If we think lower, yeah, you're thinking 30 cents, 32 to 30 cents. Does that correlate with anything on our chart through here? Right? 33 cents, right? 33 cents. I need to keep this on the hourly and not the right. And with these patterns, it's not a what word am I looking for? It's not out of the realm. It's not out of the possibility that you come down and then you get up like that, something like that. Like just get a massive liquidation event, right? Get a massive liquidation event to the 2618. So we're in the trenches right now. It is finding support at the 1272. We do have a clear three-wave structure with the liquidation event. Typically these happen before big moves, right? You've been going down for a while now. This, honestly, I kind of want to take a bars pattern. Something like this to this, right? Something like this to this, from here to here, right? And I can move this. I can just move this to let's go to the weekly, right? Something like that, actually. Right, almost. That looks. You don't have to get it I don't have to get it perfect, but you see the idea, right? You've almost imitated this perfectly. You came down, you went up, came back down, set a new low, came back down, set a new low, right? Actually, this kind of had had a double bottom, but nonetheless, right? Then you run back up. You have like a little 1-2, right? Little 1-2, like a little A B, slam down. All right, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Where we're at. This is on the daily, right? And then you kind of just chopped around. You didn't take out the low, but you did close below the low. Right? You didn't take out this low, so I don't. Right? It's something like this too, right? Right? We came over here. We didn't take out this low, right? We didn't take out this low, but we got close. We got very close. So overall, right? This looks it looks like we're trying to figure something out. It looks like we have some ideas that we want to see play out, and so this weekly still looks good, still looks intact. We're still above the 0.5. We're still above the 20 on the weekly. So it's just it's a nice little flush. This though right here, I mean, look at this thing on the daily. Just obliterated everything. Every single level we've been working on in one day. One day, ladies and gentlemen. That's how market makers move. One day. We are still below 661, but I mean, we're above the 637. We got above 628. We got above everything. And we used, I know it's hard to see. I mean, it's hard to fathom, but we used 617 as support. We came up here, bounced on the 617 and went. All right, so it's not what we wanted, but what we got, right? We were trying to fight and stay below 617. We got below it a little bit and just used it and went. So, right now, stablecoin dominance does look strong. I was saying, hey, it looks bullish, but we were still just, we had to stick to our thesis based on all the other indicators, and still based on the fact that, yes, it broke out and, not great, but here's one good thing, right? The last time it did get overbought, right? It did get overbought. We saw a nice drop. We did see a nice drop. That was the early August drop, and then the before that, when it got overbought in June, I got overbought up here, right? And then we saw the July drop. So we could be setting up for a nice drop. It's just, right, stablecoin dominance is the bane of my existence. If you're new to the channel, stablecoin dominance has been rough, to say the least, right? It has been rough, but right, we still have one level above. We still have that 661 above that we did not close above. And so we are, I mean, if we're looking at this, we're trying to close, we're trying to use 637 as support again. We're trying to use another key area again. Yeah, 637, it came right down to it. And it just looks a little off, but it's at 637. So not great, not at all. We have a clear bull flag and you broke out of it. It was clear. It is a 3-wave move up, so maybe we get 3 down now, right? Let's see, just real quick. I do want to see. No. Wait. Why did that do that? Probably because my mouse. I'm just gonna blame my mouse. So broke through, a clear breakthrough through resistance. You're sitting right at the 1272. I mean, it's consolidating above an area of an extension. So yeah, I mean, this 1272, this 2272 is right at that 661. Right, I wouldn't be surprised if we come up one more time, make one more run at it, especially in this next 4-hour candle. Right, you got a bull hammer right here. It looks bullish. Stablecoin dominance looks bullish. I'm sorry to say it. It does. It looks bullish as heck. It's bad for us, but overall, right, we have some levels for XLM. XLM still looks healthy. We need to see how we close today and how we close this 4-hour. And so I'll keep everybody updated. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your time. If you have questions or concerns, drop them in the comments. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.